And there's Cade Rubino leading it off, getting hit by a pitch. And we're live now here at Killingly at Owen Bell Park. They don't play at their high school. They play at Owen Bell Park here in Killingly, one of the nicest parks in eastern Connecticut. First pitch to Mitchell is a ball low and away. So Cade Rubino gets hit by a pitch in the first inning to lead the game off for the Wolverines. There's a fly ball to center field. That's deep. That's going to go over the center fielder's head and get down, bounce off the wall.
So Rubino's going to chug it around.
Rubino's coming around third. He'll score, so that's a stand-up double for Colin Mitchell. And the Wolverines are on the board quickly here in the first inning.
Well, that didn't take much, did it?
Did not take much at all.
So they get hit and get a hit.
So Drew Harden here will step in the third spot here as he's catching today. Harden's got Colin Mitchell on second base. Cade Rubino already in for a run. Wolverines up 1-0. Quickly here in the top of the first at the ball inside.
What's up, Kev?
Doing well, Mike. How are you?
I'm all right.
What a beautiful day for baseball. 69 degrees here. The start of the game.
And he got hit.
And he got hit again.
Well, that's first time for Drew. So that's two hit batsmen already for the Killingly pitcher.
Yeah, Monzi is struggling out there with his control. He's a righty, and it's tailing into the right-handed batters. And that time it hit him. The first pitch was also inside, but this one was behind him and hit him in the derriere.
Or the butt.
Backside, posterior.
Booty.
All right, now we've
Drew,
got...
I don't know if you know, Drew is a sophomore. He's, I think, the youngest Wolverine captain.
Now we've got runners on first and second, no outs. Sean Garvin, the pitcher, up to the plate here for the Wolverines. That looked like a breaking pitch outside and low in the dirt. That'll be ball one.
So this is the first time you and I have worked together this season.
Yes, this is my first opportunity. It's tough to do these 4 o'clock games, Mike. I wish there were more fields with lights around here.
It's this is a wonderful field, but I think the worst access.
Yeah, there's no parking lot closed, that's for sure, which I guess is good for the cars because they won't get hit by a ball.
That's true. Hey, that's gonna
another hit bat.
That's dude. I got him square in the back. So now the bases are loaded.
Bases juiced.
And now, well, the ump's going to go and talk to the pitcher.
No, he just tossed the ball back out to him. He's definitely having some control problems.
You think?
So we've got the bases loaded, no outs, 1 run already in with Cade Rubino. Dimensions on this field, Mike, 300 down the left field line, 325 down the right field line, and 353 to dead center.
There's Odo.
That was a strike.
Right down the middle. Would you be backing up just a little bit?
Odo, swinging strike on the second pitch. That's the first time Monzi's thrown 2 strikes in a row.
So let me ask you a question. If you're on the team and the pitcher just beamed three players, would you be backing off a little bit from the plate?
No.
No? Okay.
I'd want to get hit. Hit me again.
Yeah.
It's an RBI, man. 0-2 count. Ball high. Looked like Monzi was wasting one there. I'm not sure that's a wise idea with his control issues so far here today.
Seems like he's got some velocity, but he's having a hard time containing that velocity.
Breaking pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner. That was a slider over the outside half of the plate. Nice pitch by Monzi, and that's out number 1 here for the Wolverines. Base is still loaded. 1 run in. They're up 1-0 here in the top of the first. Kevin Thompson alongside me, Mike Minarski. We get on just a tad late. Sorry about that. We're having some camera issues.
Whatever. There's the bunt.
Swears. So I couldn't tell if that was a safety squeeze or an outright squeeze because he was coming, but then he stopped.
He stopped.
So I'm not sure what he was doing there. That was a high pitch as well. But you always try to if the squeeze is on or if it's a safety squeeze, you're just trying to get it down there, and that's what Jake tried to do there.
Billy Keene, he's always trying to get something going, trying to make something happen. And you've got only one out, so why not? With the bases jacked. I don't know if you would do it with Harden, though, because Harden is not a very fast runner. He's on second.
There's a fly ball to center field. Center field's going back to his right. He makes the catch. He's going to throw it into third to keep the runner at second, but that scores a run. So that'll be Colin Mitchell scoring. So he's got an RBI and a run here in the first inning, making it 2-0 Wolverines. So Sam Gilgenbach steps in, playing first base today, hitting 7th. He's a lefty. So we've got runners on first and second, 2 down here in the top of the first. Wolverines up 2-0. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Manzi has had some control problems. If you're just joining us, he's hit 3 batters in this inning, and that's really where the runs have come from. Another ball outside. Oh, the catcher misses it. That's a pass ball. Zadora couldn't handle that one, and it got by him all the way to the screen. So now it's second and third with 2 outs here. Gilgenbach with a single could drive in a couple of ducks.
Wasn't like that last year. Last year was a little bit different story.
So we got 2-0 here on Gilgenbach. Manzi comes to the set, and here's the pitch.
Nice
That's
pitch.
a slider inside for a strike. Inside corner got that call, so now the count goes to 2-1.
That had some zip on it.
Yeah, like you said, he sounds like he's got some decent pop. But he's had some control problems here in this inning. He sets and delivers. That's low. Ball 3. Three and 1 here on Gilgenbach. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Griswold already up 2-0 here in the first inning.
Let's get out of this inning without any further damage. Base hit's going to score 2 more.
Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2.
So Harden on third, who's a great hitter, but not a speed demon. And then you got Garvin, the pitcher, on second. So a base hit will definitely score a pair.
Foul off to the left-hand side. Over to our left.
Into the mezzanine section.
Went over the fence. The fences here at Owen Bell, they're high until you get about, 10, 12 feet to each side, and then it goes back to only the 2 sections of fence. So the foul balls will come at you if you're in the stands. Runners are going from second. I don't know if there was a play on there, and they're trying to get
it away.
He threw it away. Zadora threw it away, trying to pick off. The runner going back to second.
And there you go.
And that works, and Harden scores from third, so that's a third run here in the top of the first for the Wolverines to go up 3-0. So Garvin started from second, going to third. Zadora came out of his crouch and started running towards him, but then he tried to throw it behind the runner, which you're taught to never do. Never throw behind the runner. And he threw it over the shortstop's head in the center field, and that allowed Harden to come in. That's a ball low there to Logan Davis. So Gilgenbach walked on that pitch. So he's got a bases on balls. 3 hit batters and a base on ball. So 4 people walking, getting on without having to swing the bat in this inning for Griswold. And then we've got a double mixed in.
It's been 3 runs on 1 hit.
Double mixed in there by Colin Mitchell, which drove in Cade Rubino. And then Calvin Odo struck out, and Jake Guthrie flied to center, but got an RBI on that because he drove in Mitchell from third base. Manzi sets and delivers. Ball high. 3-0. 3 balls here.
I mean, I know it's only the first inning, but if he doesn't get out of this inning soon just because of his control issues, we want to start thinking about heating somebody up.
Tried to pick off at second base, unsuccessful. Garvin got back in there easily. That center fielder, the first ball that was hit, I couldn't really judge because we got the bar kind of in our way here.
I'm surprised he's playing pretty shallow.
He's playing shallow. It's exactly what I was just going to say, because even on that fly ball, which wasn't a deep fly ball, he had to go back quite a bit to catch that. That's ball 4. So Davis will walk.
Bases loaded again to get Corey Smith.
Bases are loaded for Corey Smith playing center field today.
And looks like Desanya is going to come out.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I probably would have come out a little before that, but that's just me.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got 2 outs here. Bases are loaded. 3 runs are already in for Griswold, so they're up 3-0. And we got Corey Smith, the number 9 hitter, playing center field today for the Wolverines. Again, because we got on a tad late.
Yeah.
Couldn't really do the normal introductions. So we're here in Killingley today at Owen Bell Park. Wolverines are visiting. And Wolverines come in at 3-5 overall, 1-1 in the ECC D3. Killingley comes at 4-5 overall, 2-0 in the ECC D3. So the way they do the divisions in the ECC is different than the state divisions. So you have Division 1, 2, 3, and 4 in baseball. And then for the CIAC, it's LL, L, M, and S. And I believe Killingley is an M, Griswold's an S for the state. I believe that's correct. I know Killingley is an
M. For the CIACs.
CIAC, correct.
Right, but didn't they actually drop down a division?
Who? Killingley?
No. You know, in the ECC? Or is that just basketball?
Oh, in the ECC, I believe so, yes. Yeah. Another ball outside. Manzi is definitely having trouble finding it right now. Based on the last couple of batters, his pitch count is rising.
I was just going to say he's thrown an awful lot of pitches.
That's a ball outside as well. Again, he's a right-hander. His hat seems to keep coming off as well. He's a right-hander, and he stands on the left side of the mound, and his ball tails to the right. That's a strike. 2-1. That looked like it was outside too. Mike, if you watch how he lands,
to me it looked like it was outside.
If you watch how he lands, his front leg actually lands to his right, which he's throwing across his body, and that's why the ball is tailing, because his arm slot is outside of the plate.
Yep, there it is.
That's ball 3.
Every one of those pitches to Corey Smith has been outside. And sometimes I know right-handed, young right-handed pitchers, they have a hard time pitching the lefties.
You don't see him a lot. That's why. You don't see lefties a lot in high school.
It's ball 4.
Ball 4. That's going to force in another run. That gets Smith an RBI and puts the Wolverines up 4-0.
And DeZonier's coming out, and I think that's going to be it.
Yeah, he's got to pull him. In high school, it's second visit in an inning. You got to yank the guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he just was struggling. So the center fielder's going to come in. I don't know if they're going to lose the DH here. Yeah, because Hayden Laro's coming into the game to play first, I think. So they're going to lose, or is he going to center? Let's see where he goes. It looked like he had a first baseman's glove, but it's kind of hard to see the glove because he's holding it beside him. So that'll bring in Ben Jacks to pitch. So I don't know if you heard the news about Jacks and, oh my God, quarterback for Killingley. I just blanked on his name. I live in this town. That's sad, ladies and gentlemen. So Jacks, what's his name?
Oh. Okay.
It'll come to me eventually. But he and the quarterback from Killingley, I believe, just announced this past week that they're going to Assumption to play football.
Nice.
Which is my wife's alma mater. So she was excited about that.
Drebolts.
Drybolts. Yes. Thank you. Drebolts.
Is it Drebolts or Drybolts?
I don't know. I've heard different people pronounce it different ways.
Let's just call him Tom.
So Tom and Ben, I believe, are going to Assumption. I'm gonna check that with my wife to make sure I'm correct. All right, we got a little Boston playing here during the warm-ups for Jacks. And that'll bring the top of the lineup back
I saw
up.
them on their farewell tour when I was 19 years old. And they only went on 3 more tours after that. Kiss has been on 6 farewell tours.
And they're saying this is their last.
Yeah, sure.
We'll see.
4-0.
All right, here we go. Cade Rubino stepping in. Base is still loaded. 2 outs.
They batted around.
4-0. They have batted around. This is his
Yep.
second time. He was hit by a pitch in the first pitch of the game. There's a strike for Jax.
There we go. How are your headphones? They all right?
You sound good. Yeah.
Okay.
You're not hot. You're not cold.
Okay. No, just making sure. Just right. I feel like a bear.
That's a breaky pitch down in the dirt. Well, that would be Goldilocks.
Yes.
You feeling like Goldilocks today?
Not Goldilocks herself, but the middle bear.
Mama bear?
No.
Is Papa Bear,
no,
Mama
the
bear,
little
baby
bear.
bear?
The
Little
little
bear.
baby bear, yeah. Because it was just right.
Oh, and ball gets by to Zora. So that was a
run's
wild
gonna
pitch
score.
in the dirt, and that's going to score
Here
another
comes
run.
Logan. Oh, he
Oh.
is.
He's out.
He's got him.
Umpire was waiting to see if Jax had the ball, and he was out. That was a risky play. He tried it. Gilgenbach scores. He's safe. Davis tried to score, but he's out. So that'll be it. 2-1 on that third out there.
But they get 5 runs.
Gilgenbach scores, and they get 5. 5 in the top of the first. That's a good way to start a game, putting a crooked number up in the first inning.
Mercy.
So when we come back to the next inning, Rubino will still be up. So they batted around. They went 1 through 9, scored 5 runs. And Monzi from Killingly definitely had a lot of control problems. He hit Rubino on the first pitch of the game. Colin Mitchell then doubled and drove in Rubino. Then Harden was hit by a pitch. Garvin was hit by a pitch. Manzi seemed to settle down and strike out Calvin Odo and Guthrie, but Guthrie threw out to center field. And then Gilgenbach was walked. Logan Davis was walked. Corey Smith was walked, driving another run. And then the wild pitch there at the end scored Gilgenbach. So there's where your 5 runs come from.
I'm looking to see where the heck everything went on my computer. It's all
See, I was wrong. It was the wrong alma mater, Mike. It's my alma mater. They're going to play at Southern, both of them. Jax was recruited at Assumption. That's how I got those crossed.
Oh, jeez.
Sean Garvin warming up on the mound. I don't think I've seen him throw a ball yet, Mike. He's got one more pitch here.
Sean has got a
Oh, that was a ball.
he's a pitcher. I mean, he'll throw. He's been throwing for years. This is his junior year. He's hit over 80 on the gun many times. So,
All right, and looks like we're ready to go. Stepping in for Killingly to lead off the game is Ben Jax, now on the mound. The delivery is a breaking pitch low for ball 1. Jax is tall. He's a big kid, about 6'3". Fastball grounded to short. Oh, bobbled, picked up, thrown over to first.
Nope.
Couldn't scoop it. It was a low throw, and Jax will reach. I'd say that's an error there on the shortstop.
yeah, that's not Mitchell's normal. That's not his normal position. I've seen him play. I'm not curious why he's at short, not third, and Duthrie's not at short. But
All right, stepping in for Killingly. Here is Brady Zadora, the catcher. That'll be
or even Cade going to short because he's got a lot of range. He's very, very fast. Duthrie to second, Mitchell to third.
Try to pick off there. Jack's at first base. He dives back safely. There's a pop fly to right field. Fading to the foul line, and a catch is made. Nice job there.
Logan Smith.
By Logan Smith. He just kept fading, moving with that ball. That's the thing about if you're a right-handed batter and you hit the ball to right field, it's always going to slice to the line. And if you're a left-handed batter, hit it to left, it's the same thing. It always fades to the line when you pop it up like that. All right. Number 3 batter here for Killingly, Ashton Goodwin, third baseman. Another pickoff attempt for Jacks. He dives back safely.
Goodwin's a Griswold kid.
Obviously in the ag program here at Killingly.
Comes up to the ag program.
Yep.
Wow.
There's a line drive
A
between
shot.
short and third. That'll be a base hit. First base knock here for Killingly. And that moves Jacks up to second base. And now you have runners on first and second with the cleanup hitter coming up. And that'll be Andreas Lopez, the left fielder.
He was all over that one. That was a solid shot.
There's 1 out here. 2 on. Runners on first and second.
We are live here at Owen Bell Park in Dayville, Connecticut.
That's a ball high. Lopez takes the ball high. He's a lefty. Second pitch, fly ball, left field, fading to the line in the foul territory. Oh, and dropped. Play was there, but dropped by Calvin Odo. So that'll be a strike on Lopez. Counts 1-1 here on Lopez. To the set. Here's the delivery. Off-speed pitch. Looked like it was a bit low. It was definitely over the plate. We're almost directly behind the plate, which is really cool because you can kind of see the angles on the breaking pitches. There's a ground ball. First base foul. Nice play over there. Definitely would have had him if that was fair. Gilgenbach made a nice little diving play in the foul territory to stop the ball. All right, so that'll make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes here, I believe. Or 2-2. That's ball 3. Full count here on Lopez. Garvin comes to the set and delivers. Foul ball to the fence. Behind him on the right. Count stays 3-2.
I have to drink the zero sugar stuff now.
It's good for you.
Doesn't taste good.
Oh, and that breaking pitch slipped out of his hand. You could tell right when he threw it, and that was high. So that's going to load the bases here for Killingly. Ooh. So that's a walk for Lopez, and now that'll bring up Frazier, Mason Frazier here for Killingly. He's at second base today. That's a ball inside.
So Killingly is trying to do the same thing. Shawnee had a rough outing last time as well. Excuse me.
Swinging foul back to the fence. That'll make the count 1-1.
If one of them hits the camera, they get a pizza party.
Even the Killing players?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Why would I not include them?
I don't know. I just making sure.
You're paying for it.
Happy to do it for Killingly. All right. Frazier steps back in. Garvin from the wind. Delivers. It's a ball low. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Frazier. 1 out here, bottom of the first. Wolverines up 5-0 over Killingly. That's ball 3. Garvin delivers.
Nice pitch.
Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove. Makes the count full. 3-2. That's strike
looking.
3. Frazier goes down looking. That's a backwards K in the scorebook. That's 2 outs. Lincoln Waterman stepping in, right fielder. First pitch is the ball from Garvin. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the first. The Wolverines leading 5-0. 1-0 pitch is fouled back to the screen, 1-1. It's a ground ball to second base. He's got a hustle. It's a slow roller. Flips it to first, and that will do it for Killingly. So Garvin gets himself out of the jam, and we go to the top of the second with the Wolverines leading 5-0 over Killingly here on SNSN.
All right. Thank you very much, Kevin. I'd like to thank our sponsors, of course, the Jewett City Savings Bank all over the place, up and down Eastern Connecticut. They've been with us here at SNSN and before when we were Wolverine Radio. So we certainly appreciate them supporting us here at SNSN. Also, Griswold Dental on Slater Avenue in Jewett City. I go there. My whole family goes there. Dr. K is, he's just one of those guys that, I hate to say it, but he's a little goofy. But he makes you laugh, and he really puts you at ease. He's a very nice guy. And you know what? To be a dentist, want to be a dentist. He probably the perfect personality to be a dentist. But he's got silly jokes. Anyway, so thank you very much to Griswold Dental on Slater Avenue. And they'll make you smile. That is their Logan and their slogan. I don't know who Logan is. And then, of course, Jewett City Savings
Davis, Logan Davis.
Logan Davis could be. And the Jewett City Savings Bank, of course, your local hometown bank. Winner of Best Bank, I think, for the last 4 or 5 years. Best local bank. So, also like to thank the Joseph Greslak Memorial Foundation. The Joseph Greslak Memorial Foundation for supporting Wolverine baseball right here on SNSN.
Can't do it without sponsors. Appreciate you very much supporting.
Oh, sure you can.
High school sports.
You can do anything you want. All right. So
back to the top of the lineup with Cade Rubino. Wolverines batted around in the first. If you're just joining us, and scored 5 runs. So this would be Rubino's second time up in the second inning.
Actually, 2.5.
It's a fly ball back at third base. Third baseman's under it, and he makes the catch. So that'll be out number 1 here in the second inning. Again, if you join us a little late, Wolverines scored 5 runs in the first inning off the starting pitcher, Manzi. He struggled with control, hit 3 batters, walked 2. So they brought in Ben Jacks from center field, and now Jacks is on the hill for Killingly.
Kind of short arms it.
Breaking pitch outside. Ball 1 to Colin Mitchell, who had a double his first time up and drove in Rubino. Double over the center fielder's head. See, now Laro in center field is playing a little deeper than Jacks was. There's a line drive to left field. It's going to fall in front. front of the left fielder, so that'll be another hit.
So Mitchell's tagging the ball today, 2 for 2. So now this is one of those kids that if he gets one in his wheelhouse, he's going to drive it. And he's going to drive it a long way.
He took one right off the posterior in the first inning. He was the second hit batter. There's a breaking pitch for a strike. Jackson was up in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Runner on first here, 1 out in the second inning for the Wolverines. They're leading 5-0. That's strike 2. Look like another off-speed pitch on the inside this time. No balls, 2 strikes. Jack sets, checks the runner. Delivers.
It's in the dirt.
Another breaking pitch, but way outside and in the dirt. Count goes to 1-2 here on Harden. And it was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. There's a ground ball.
Oh,
nice pick
glove.
by the third baseman. Got a good hop, and they turn to 2. So that'll be a nice double play turned by Killing there. Nice scoop at first base.
Round the horn, 5-4-3.
5-4-3. Fabiano scooping at the end. So that'll do it for the Wolverines. And they got a hit in that inning, but no runs scored in that frame for the Wolverines. So the score stays 5-0 after 1.5. And you listen to high school baseball on SNSN.
All right. Thank you very much, Kevin. Also, I want to run down a couple more of our. I don't want to run down any sponsors. No. I don't mean it like that. I want to go down the list a little bit. So, for example, the Burns Agency in Dayville and in Norwich. We're not far from the Burns Agency up here, but
you're not.
And they service everybody in between as well, all over the state, all over the world. Give them a call or find them on the web at burnsagency.com. Their staff is, you know what? I have some policies with them. And anytime that I've needed assistance with anything, they've been right there. And that's not, I mean, that's a testimonial. That's not, some paid for ad break. That is
Mike is not a paid endorser.
No, I am not. No way. Who'd want that? But the Burns Agency is very professional. They have people that have been tenured for many years, and Jay Burns is incredibly generous. With the support that he gives us for local sports. He's second to none. So we appreciate you, Jay Burns, and everybody at the Burns Agency for supporting high school sports right here on SNSN. Kevin, I always want to say this. Back to you.
Thank you, Mike. We've got Fabiano standing in here to lead off the second for Killingly. First pitch is high and outside. Ball 1. Fabiano comes in today at first base. Made a nice pick there to round off that double play at the end of the top of the second. Strike 1 on Fabiano. Brings the count to 1-1. Wolverines up 5-0 here on Killingly. Bottom of the second. That's strike 2 from Garvin.
Very nice pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Definitely seems to be more comfortable from the wind. He was struggling a little bit from the stretch in that first inning. Breaking pitch. Got away from him a little bit inside and high. So even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball down the left field line. Keeps the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coats to Salner. Got the ball from a fan. Put it in his pocket. Breaking pitch.
Oh, that was a nice
popped up left
pitch.
field.
He was way in front of it, too.
And that'll be an easy fly ball for the first out here in the bottom of the second.
One thing I know about Sean is that he likes to go for the K. He does like the strikeout. He's got some power pitches. I think when he pitches to contact, I think he's much more successful.
There's a swing and a miss from Trevor Laro. He's the number 8 batter here today. He started off in the lineup as the DH. He was going to DH for the pitcher Monzi, but Monzi struggled. He fouls that one off, so no balls, 2 strikes here on Laro. But now he's in center field, so they lose the DH. Breaking pitch, swung on and missed, but it's down in the dirt. Oh, no, he's calling him out. Okay, that looked like it kicked up some dirt, but maybe that was just the glove of Harden.
2 down.
2 down. Laro on the K makes the second out. And that'll bring up number 9 batter, Dominic Kubera, who's a shortstop. He hits a ground ball up the middle. Nice attempt there by second base, but when he dove, it went off his arm. And that was a nice attempt by Rubino. So that'll actually be a hit.
Yeah, that was
Kubera.
Yeah, it was hit on the button. He dived to get it. He's got a lot of range moving over to his right. They just kind of booted it into short left. Colin Mitchell retrieved it.
Pickoff attempt. Diving back in. Safely is Kubera. Let's see how Garvin does from the stretch here in this inning. Slide step. That's a strike on the outside. Back to the top of the lineup here with Ben Jacks. And it's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He reached on an error in the first inning by shortstop Colin Mitchell. Tried to keep going outside to see if he chased. He didn't. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a ground ball to second base. Rubino has it, flips to second, and that'll do it for Kindley here in the second inning. 1, 2, 3, they go with a single in the middle there from Kubera, but that keeps the lead 5-0 here for the Wolverines as we head to the top of the third and listen to high school baseball on SNSN.
Thank you very much, Kevin. And like he said, we're going to move into the top of the third. The game is moving along quickly now. It wasn't so much in the first with the Wolverines batting around. That's for sure. Another one of our supporters that I'd like to mention and talk about is, of course, Griswold Pride. Pride is an acronym, and it stands for the Partnership to Reduce the Influence of Drugs for Everyone. So, with that being said, you can check them out at griswoldpride.org. There's a lot of materials and information about drug addiction, what you can do if you know somebody that does have an addiction problem or illness. Check out griswoldpride.org. Do you know what the average, did I ever tell you this? The average age of somebody with a heroin addiction?
I know what the average age of a person who starts smoking. It's 12.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you say, 21?
42.
42.
Yeah.
Oh, double.
You'd be very surprised how many.
Yeah, because most people
start that
associate
later
with
in
a
life.
Younger person. All right, we're about ready here to start the top of the third. And stepping in for Griswold will be Sean Garvin. Garvin steps in. Jack's ready to deliver. He winds. First pitch Ball outside. Second pitch on its way. It's a breaking pitch, fouled off to the right. It'll be strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Garvin. Garvin was hit by a pitch, one of 3 players in the first inning to be hit by a pitch. There were also 2 walks, which led to 5 runs for Griswold, and they have a 5-0 lead here in the top of the third. That's another foul back. So that'll make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jax winds and delivers. A fly ball to right field. That's going to drop for a hit just in front of the right fielder, Logan Davis. That is the 3rd hit for the Wolverines today. Colin Mitchell has 2 of them with a double and a single. Jack sets, delivers, squared to bunt, but he fouled it off, I believe, so that'll be strike 1. Strike 1 here on Calvin Odo, who struck out his first time up. He's getting the sign from Coach. He's ready to step back in. Coach Kane wanted him to bunt again. Bunt down third baseline, but it drifts foul. So it'll be strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Playing a little small ball here. Griswold trying to move Garvin over with no one out. Trying to get him in scoring position. Jack sets and delivers. It's a ball outside. Try to get him to chase. So I'll move the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beautiful day for baseball, Mike. This is one of those days when Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks, would have been correct. Let's play 2.
Let's play 2.
It's a swing and a miss. So Calvin Odo goes down.
First time looking.
Strikes again.
First time looking, this time.
No, he swung the first time. Frazier from Killingly went down looking.
I'm going to watch that one back. Because I think he went down looking.
I have it written down.
You're wrong.
Trust my notes. All right, Jack sets here and delivers. It's a foul ball off to the right for Jake Guthrie. He flew out to center field in the first inning, but drove in a run, sacrifice fly. Jax delivers. Breaking pitch, a little bit high. Curveball that hung up there. Used to have a saying about those. Hang them and bang them. If you hang them, we're going to bang them. And there's a swing and a miss and a ball down and in. So that makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Guthrie. Garvin leads from first. He's going. The doors throw down in the dirt. And Garvin is safe. So that'll be a stolen base and a called 3rd strike here on Guthrie. So that's out number 2 here in the top of the 3rd. Garvin gets into scoring position for Sam Gilgenbach, who walked in his first at bat in the first inning. Scored a run as well. Lefty stands in. Jack sets. Here's the delivery. That's inside and low. Ball 1. Garvin keeps his lead out at second base. Jack sets. and delivers. It's a fly ball to left field.
Tailing.
But right there to make the catch is Andres Lopez, and that'll do it for the Wolverines in the top of the third. They leave a man at second, but on a hit, they got one hit, one man left. No errors on Killenly, and as we head to the bottom of the third, Wolverines up 5-0, and you listen to High School Baseball on SNSN.
Well, thank you very much, Kevin. Beautiful day for baseball. Kevin, you are absolutely right. I mean, Owen Bell Park is just very nice. It's just very nice. It's a nice place to be, nice place to hang out. You can relax here. There are activities here. The town does things here all the time. They also do fireworks from time to time.
Yeah, we have the black and blue, or the black and red barbecue. Sorry,
I was going to say, what are you doing? Beating people up?
The black and red barbecue around July 4th. It's always somewhere around that weekend. So check out the Killenly Rec Department website for that. I was actually on that softball field on Monday night.
Yep.
It's one of the better softball fields in the area as well. The Killenly High School softball team plays on that field. They put up a temporary fence for the distance for high school because the field itself is about 240, anywhere between 240 to 260 down the lines and then dead center. Garvin taking his warm-up pitches. So when I was doing my research, Mike,
yep,
I saw that they, because they're in the same division now in the ECC, they play home and home. So they play each other twice. Last year and this year, they'll play each other twice again. And Griswold hasn't beaten Killenly in the last 3 games. So they're 0-3. On a 3-game losing streak coming into this game. And there's the first pitch to Zadora. It's high for ball 1. Zadora flew to the right field.
That's very high.
Center field, going to his right, fading to his right. He's got it. And that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the third for Killenly. So Zadora flies out to center field this time. Flew out to right field last time. See if he flies out to left next time. That'll bring up Goodwin. Goodwin singled his first time up. One of 2 hits today for Killenly. That's a breaking pitch on the inside of the plate for strike 1. That's a ball outside. Actually, Goodwin, sophomore. There's a pop fly to left side of the field. Short. Pitcher's coming in. Garvin's coming in. That's in fair territory. He had to come back to get it, but he makes the catch.
2 down. He should not have got that. That was Duthrie's ball all day long.
Garvin was calling him off, though. so you don't want to run into your pitcher.
Two down, bottom of the third. Wolverines up 5-0 over the Killenly baseball team. Now,
Lopez stands in from the left-hand side, takes strike 1.
Now they actually have a mascot. Am I correct? They just don't use it. It was voted back in.
It technically yes, but we're not using the Native American headdress anymore for any of the logos. That was one of the objections. Line drive down to right field, line foul. So that'll make the count. No balls, 2 strikes here on Lopez. Lopez walked his first time up. That's the best of my knowledge. That's what I've heard lately. It's kind of a touchy subject in town. So
Sure.
Oh, that was a nice pitch on the outside that Garvin didn't get. So that'll bring it to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Lopez. Garvin winds and delivers. Breaking pitch high and outside. So that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Now, if that even had a chance to break in over the plate, I would have been amazed. There would have been have to be like a 10-4 curveball. That was way outside.
2-2 delivery. Ball high. Makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third, 2 outs. Lopez standing in. No runners on. Wolverines up 5-0. That's ball 4. Lopez works a walk after being down 0-2 in the count. It's his second free pass of the day.
I mean, Garvin's been cruising along pretty good, since that first inning jam. He hasn't really got into any problems. I mean, the second inning, he was in and out quickly. I mean, there's really nothing happening right here for this inning either. So
Mason Frazier for Killingly steps in. He's playing second base today. He struck out looking his first time up in the first inning. First pitch was the ball. Second, swinging strike. 1-1. Another swing and a miss for strike 2.
That was a good cut.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Frazier's definitely stepping in the bucket and pulling his head. So anything outside, he's not gonna be able to hit that. There's a foul ball. Dribbles back to the backstop. Count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. You've got a runner on first. Lopez walked. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Griswold 5, Killingly nothing. Oh, and that's a pitch way outside. Nice job by Harden there to reach over and grab that. So even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So second batter in a row, he had down no balls, 2 strikes, Mike. He wound up walking Lopez, and now he's even the count here, 2-2 on Frazier.
Got him.
And there's a swing and a miss. Foul tip into the glove, I should say, by Harden. Holds on to that, and Frazier goes down swinging this time for out number 3 here in the third inning for Killingly. As we head to the top of the fourth, 5-0 with Griswold over Killingly, and you listen to High School Baseball on SNSN.
Going into the top of the fourth, Mike and Kevin, but a different Kevin this time. Most of the time, it's the Merch, and I think that's why I call him the Merch now. I don't call him Kevin too much on the air because it's hard to associate, with 2 different people when you're both Kevin. Didn't we have 3 Kevins at one point?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah.
I worked the place where I worked one time. There were 4 Kevins, and we all sat in the same area. And when someone would say Kevin, it looked like whack-a-mole because we'd all stand up. So I started going by KT. And when Merch and I used to do the games together, that's what we were. We were KT and the Merch. So we wouldn't have to call each other Kevin.
Right. You guys did a lot of games together.
We did. A lot of softball.
Yeah.
Those early seasons. They had some good teams those 3 years.
Yes, they did.
They went to the state championship that one year.
Yep.
Lost in the finals.
That was a drive, too. That was way out there.
I'm blanking on the pitcher.
Maya Waldron.
Thank you. She went on the pitch in college, right?
No, she did not.
She did not.
She was done.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow. That shocks me.
Was done.
Did any of the players from that team go on to play in college?
I'm sure there was. There were 1 or 2, but not anybody that I know of that I could sit here and say yes. That had a storied career somewhere.
Yeah, they were a pretty dominant team those years.
Yeah.
All
right, Kevin, here you go. It's the top of the 4th inning. Back to you.
Top of the 4th. And that's a ball low to Logan Davis. Davis had one of the 2 free passes in the first inning. And it's ball high. Makes the count 2-0. And try to risky play when the ball was wild pitch. Went all the way to the backstop. He tried to score from second. and was thrown out, sliding headfirst in the home plate. That ball bounced about 2 feet in front of the
I'll say
plate.
that was about a 58, 59 foot fastball.
So that's 3-0 here. Jackson's actually pitched pretty well since he came in with 2 outs in the first inning. And he settled everything down for Killingly here in the last 2 1/3.
That was a nice
It's a breaking pitch on a 3-0 count for
Why
strike.
not?
He's like, I'm throwing my fastball 58 feet. Let me try this. Jax winds and delivers. Another breaking pitch on the outside. Swing and a miss.
He was behind that. Did the rotation on the ball make it look like it was going a little faster than it was?
Maybe he just wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
3-2 here, the count on Davis. They strike 3 swinging. So Jax comes all the way back from a 3-0 count and strikes out Davis for the first out in the top of the 4th. Griswold does have a 5-0 lead here. All 5 runs scored in the first inning. 3 hit batters, 2 walks, and a double. Really the highlights of that inning for Griswold.
Corey Smith, he's got this low center of gravity. And we saw him a couple of years ago just get a hold of one, pull it to right field, and it was a long way out of here, but it was just foul.
First pitch was a ball.
It was at home, too.
Swing and a miss on that one. That was a fastball.
See that bat speed? That's one kid you can say he's not using a bat that's too heavy for him. There's a lot of kids that like to use the big bats, even though they can't even swing it.
Breaking pitch on the outside, popped up down in the left field line, going into foul territory. A third baseman dives and can't make the catch. Great effort there. That was a nice effort by Ashton Goodwin down the third baseline. So that'll make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Corey Smith. He walked 1 of 3 free passes in the first inning. So 3 hit batsmen, 3 free passes, 3 walks, and a double in that first inning.
They had 5 runs on 1 hit. That's been all the scoring.
That has been all the scoring.
Top of the first, and that's been nothing but bubbles after that.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks here for Jax.
You know, I never have any contention with any player that goes down swinging. But if you're looking at it and you're watching it go by,
as you go up in levels,
yeah,
you know, from little league to high school, college, or minors to majors, 9 times out of 10, if you watch the ball, it's because you're totally fooled. Like you didn't expect what you were,
your knees buckle.
what they threw. First pitch here, back to the top of the lineup to Cade Rubino is a strike. Breaking pitch on the outside corner.
Al Raboski throws a meatball curve, just buckles your knees.
The Mad Hungarian.
Yeah.
Al Raboski. Haven't heard that name in a long time. I think I have his baseball card somewhere.
What team did he play?
Oh, he played for more than one.
I thought he only played for one.
No.
Or I know
was a
two.
reliever.
All right. Yep. I know two.
God, man, it was the Cubs and the Twins, I think. The 2 that I'm thinking of. Could be wrong. Brewers, I think, maybe too. No?
All right. I think we're all over the place on this one. I actually think or thought it was Cardinals and the Royals.
Oh, he might. Yeah,
I know it was the Royals.
he made his rounds. He played for more than one team. I know that.
Now you gotta make
Counts here 1 and 2 on Rubino. That's ball 2 outside. We got 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. 5-0 Griswold with the lead over Killingly.
You're gonna make me look it up now. So here we go.
So they called them the Mad Hungarian, folks. We'll tell you that in a minute as Jax winds and delivers here. Ball outside. That makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Because after he was done warming up, he would stand behind the mound and psych himself up. And he would turn around.
Yes,
and he had this big Fu Manchu mustache. He'd turn around and he'd like smack the ball into his glove as he stepped onto the rubber. And he looked like he wanted to kill you.
So, I hate to tell you, but I was correct.
You're right. All right.
He started. Well, his career was with St. Louis. I'm sorry, St. Louis for most, and actually, he was only with the Kansas City Royals for 2 seasons.
There you go.
Then he went to Atlanta for 3.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was more than 1 or 2 teams, but
He had one doozy.
I was trying to remember the uniform on the card.
He had 1 year. He was 13-3 with St. Louis with a 1.66 ERA.
That's a foul away. Rubino was on the move there. Rubino actually walked the 3-2 pitch, was low and in the dirt. So Rubino's on first base now with Mitchell up to the plate, and he's 2 for 2. Doubled with an RBI in the first inning and then singled in the second. He also scored a run in the first.
You know what Tommy John's lifetime ERA is?
Oh, man. That's strike 2, I should say. Sorry, there was a foul ball in the first one.
It's almost
Oh,
biblical. It's almost biblical.
666.
No, no. Kevin, really?
Man, 316.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think that's weird.
And Rubino's going, swing and a miss, and that'll be strike 3. Zatori throws the ball over Goodwin's head.
He just watches.
So the left fielder's going to go get it. That's the first time they've kept Mitchell off the bases today, but that's 3 outs here for the Wolverines in the top of the 4th. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, still 5-0. Griswold with a lead over Killingly. You listen to high school baseball on SNSN.
You almost forgot who we were.
I almost said Sirius XM.
Sirius XM. Wow. It's good to see you, Ben Desogna, today. I got here, started setting up immediately. Ben walked over and just started talking. What a really nice guy. He's always been very friendly to us here at SNSN. So, and also I want to thank, of course, not just of course Ben, but the entire Killingly Athletic Department, Kevin Marcoux, for allowing us to come here today and to broadcast the Killingly versus Griswold Wolverine game.
One of the nicer baseball press boxes that I've seen around the high schools.
There's even an air conditioner over there.
There is. When it gets really warm, they put that puppy in there, because I've done some PA work for the Little League when my son was involved.
So,
all right, Music Man, who is this?
Molly Hatchet.
By?
Huh?
That's the song.
Oh.
No, that's Molly Hatchet. Yeah, what's the name of the song? Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Flirting with Disaster.
Flirting with Disaster. All right, we go to the bottom of the 4th here. Killingly coming up.
Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me.
I was trying to. It didn't work.
And I'm hitting you with stats, man.
I know. You're on it today. Lincoln Waterman stepping in here for Killingly. Waterman grounded out to second base his first time up.
Way in front of that.
Pulling it foul down the left field line and caught out there. Nice catch by Calvin Odo. So that'll be out number 1 here.
1 pitch, 1 out. So if anything, he's been a little economical.
Yeah, Garvin definitely has settled down since the first inning, where he faced 6 batters in that first inning. Didn't give up any runs, though.
No.
And here we go with Fabiano stepping in. He fouled out. Got to hope that net works. Let's hope there's no holes in that net.
The net works.
Which network?
SNSN. It works.
All right, Fabiano fouled the first pitch back, as you
Put
can
me in,
probably
coach.
tell.
Put me in,
To
coach.
the net.
Curveball outside.
Curveball outside, ball 1.
Outside.
1 ball, 1 strike. Fabiano flew out to left field his first time up. That's a ball outside and low in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I can name almost every song in 3 notes or less.
Isn't that back on? Name that too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about popular,
That's swing and a miss for strike 2 there.
Like pop culture kind of stuff.
Oh no, the new show has a pop culture.
Really does, because
Yeah.
when you start doing show tunes, that's when I kind of like
Randy Jackson on the piano.
Yeah, he doesn't look good.
He looks weird light.
Yeah. All right, so you agree.
And that's a ground out to third base. So Fabiano will go down 5-3. Second out here in the bottom of the fourth for Killingly. I do agree. Like, even Al Roker, like, it's great that they lost the weight and they're healthier.
Absolutely.
Awesome. But it just looks weird.
Yeah.
It's like strike on the outside.
I saw pictures of myself 30 pounds lighter, and I'm like, no. I don't know. I'm used to myself looking fat.
Lero takes that pitch for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Hayden Lero. And he fouls that one off to bring the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lero started off as the DH today, but went to center field when the starting pitcher for Killingly, Monzi, struggled mightily in the first inning. Hit 3 batters, walked 3 batters, gave up 5 runs. So Jax had to come in from center field to take his place. And there's a ball outside, so that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I put bottom of the 5th. I'm sorry, it's bottom of the 4th.
It is indeed. And that's ball 3 outside. Full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Lero. Garvin taking a minute, rubbing the ball up, steps back on the rubber. Gets the sign, gives a nod, winds and delivers, and there's a foul off to the right-hand side against the fence. So that'll keep the count at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lero in his first at-bat struck out. And that's a ball 4 high. So he works a walk.
This is one of those towns, like, comparative to, towards Griswold, like as far as how long it takes to get here. It seems like it's really far away, but it's really only like a 15-minute ride.
Yeah, I think it takes us 20 minutes to get to church.
Yeah. Now, do you live in Dayville?
No, we live in Danielson, technically, which we're literally a mile from the Mohegan/Plainfield border.
Gotcha. Probably why it takes you a little bit longer, because you might have to hit some side roads, I'm assuming, or...
Yeah, you can do that kind of loop on 695 there, where you get off, get on, and head south, but it takes about the same amount of time just driving all the way down Green Hollow. So, fly ball here to center field and caught out there by Smith, and that'll do it for Killingly in the bottom of the 4th inning. They get a runner on a walk, but leave them there as we head to the top of the 5th. Griswold still with a 5-0 lead over Killingly, and you're listening to High School Baseball on SNSN. All right, Drew Harden's going to lead off the top of the 5th here for the Wolverines.
You don't know the name of the song, do you?
And no, I don't. I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Well, we haven't gotten to the chorus yet.
It's Crackling Rosie.
Ugh.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not a huge Neil Diamond fan, to be honest with you. I don't even like Sweet Caroline. I think that song's annoying.
Yeah, it's Crackling Rosie. Make things happen. You're a store-bought woman, Crackling Rosie.
There you go.
The lyrics. I don't even know what that means.
Probably meant something back then that we don't know.
Yeah, the 70s. What year were you born in?
68.
Really?
Yep.
No,
I was. At least that's what it says on my birth certificate.
You must be a reptilian or something.
9768. 4 successive numbers just jumbled up.
I wouldn't have thought that.
All right, Harden's going to step in here for the Wolverines. He was one of 3 hit batters in the first inning, and then he hit into a double play his second time up, 5-4-3 around the horn.
Did you hear about the bridge, Gold Star Bridge today?
No, I didn't.
It was a tanker.
Oh, no.
It blew up.
Oh,
It's tragic, and I don't know. I haven't heard of any kind of injuries or anything to people, but it was billowing smoke for miles, and the entire highway was shut down, obviously, but right on the Gold Star Bridge.
first pitch was in the dirt, ball one. Second pitch right down the middle for strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Harden. I think the first time I ever saw him play, he hit a home run to center field.
Yeah?
In Little League. I did the game with his dad, I think. There's a ground ball of a shortstop in the hole. Picked, thrown over to first, and nice play. Nice gun over there. That was a nice play by Cabrera. So that'll be 1 down here in the top of the 5th for the Wolverines. They still lead 5-0 over Killingly. And there's a strike right down the middle to Sean Garvin. Garvin has been hit by a pitch and singled, so he's 1 for 1 on the day. Scored a run in the first inning. There's a ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Garvin.
Just a news break that just came over. Breaking news. Norwich Road, which is Route 12, is closed in the area of where Admore Fuel is due to a motorcycle versus car crash. Injuries are reported. Use an alternate route.
Wow, it's not been a good day on the roads in
It has not.
Connecticut. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Jax delivers ball 3. Garvin up in the count here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Good hitters count. See what he'll do. So the Gold Star thing, I hadn't heard about that. I don't mean to be macabre, but were there injuries or fatalities?
What's that?
The Gold
they
Star.
haven't said anything yet.
They haven't. Okay.
No. Well, if they have, I have not seen anything.
You just hope that
of course,
whoever was driving that truck was able to get out.
Of course,
before that happened. There's a foul ball back over the backstop, and that'll make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jax winds and delivers, and that'll be ball 4 in the dirt. So for the second time in a row, third time in a row, Garvin would reach. He's reached all 3 times today. Odo steps up to the plate. He struck out twice today. He's 0 for 2 on the day.
Sometimes these comments that come through are pretty funny.
And they making fun of us for talking.
Well, no. Just reminding me of something happened last year. It was a game that Merch and I did. Was it 2 years ago? Was it last year? I don't know. It was kind of a crappy day, and Nolan Webster was on first, playing first, and well, anyway. From what I understand, somebody said they heard there was a Nolan Webster sighting here at the ball game today, and this person says, "I hope that he doesn't try to run through the fence near the first baseline." So what had happened is he was chasing a foul ball, and he forgot to look, and he folded himself right over this fence and flipped right over, and everybody at the ballpark, they went, "Ooh," when it happened, because it was, he hit it hard. He just got up like it was, yeah, whatever. So that was his dad, Dan, by the way.
That's funny. I've done that.
We thought he was hurt. We thought he was really, really hurt.
I've done that. Run into a fence full speed. All right, 1-2 strikes here on Odo. And Garvin goes. Great jump. No chance.
He almost overran it.
No chance to get him at second base. So that's his second stolen base of the day.
See, another runner. How long has it been since have they not had a runner in scoring position since first inning?
Third inning.
Third inning, they had a runner in scoring?
Garvin did the same thing.
That's right.
He
He stole
singled,
second,
singled
yeah.
and stole second. So Odo now has a count. 2 strikes on him. Jack sets, checks the runner, and delivers. Break it pitch, off speed. Odo way out in front of it, and he swings and misses, and he'll take the collar again for that one. So he's got the hat trick today. Unfortunately, it's not a good one. It's not like a hockey hat trick. Speaking of hockey, Patrice Bergeron did not make the trip with the team for the Bruins, so he will not be playing in Game 3 against the Panthers. Jax fakes a pick off to second base. So we've got 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Griswold up 5-0 over Killingly. Runner on second. Standing up to the plate, Jake Duthry. He flew out to center in the first. Sacrifice fly that got him an RBI. And then went down looking in the third. First pitch from Jax was a strike.
This kid can drive the ball. He's got a little pop in his bat.
Second pitch is a ball high. 1 strike.
Little breeze coming in from center. Well, it looks like it's going right to left, actually.
That is correct. The flag is saying that. There's a swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. That'll make the count 1-2 strikes.
He got totally fooled on that pitch.
That they have been absolutely way out in front and off balance on all the breaking pitches that
From Jax
is thrown.
Griswold is running a high since the last game. They beat Grasso Tech 11-10 in 8 on a walk-off.
Walk-offs are so exciting. One of the best things in sports.
Imagine what these kids feel like. Having a walk-off.
Oh, that hits him.
I think he got it off the hand.
It does. It looks like he got him off the hand.
That's smart.
And that was a breaking pitch, so just got away from Jax. Are they calling it a foul ball, though? What are they doing? No, they're giving him first base because it sounded like it hit both the hand and the bat. And sometimes it's a judgment call by the home plate umpire.
And that one looked like it just kind of got away from him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That'll bring up Gilgenbach. He's walked and flown out to left. So now we got Duthry on first, Garvin on second, 2 runners on, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And Gilgenbach stands in, the lefty batter. Jack sets and delivers. That got away from him, ball outside.
He might be getting tired himself. He was not coming into the game, I think, expecting a pitch. Maybe as a reliever, he's going to do a couple innings, but he's really done what? 4
even right now, yeah. Try to pick off at second base. Unsuccessful. Garvin back easily. Jack sets, checks the runner, and delivers. It's a ball outside and high. 2 balls, no strikes here on Gilgenbach. We're in the top of the 5th. Wolverines up 5-0 over Killingly. All 5 runs scored in the first inning. 3 hit batsmen, 3 walks, and a double. And it's ball 3 outside. I think you're right. Jax is getting fatigued here.
Yep.
He's showing it.
Ball's outside and high, and usually when the balls start coming in high,
I think Coach Saunders just trying to hope that he gets through this inning.
Yep.
See if he can get him through this inning.
They don't want any more bleeding, especially with a 5-0 lead. And Killingly hasn't really had much hitting today.
That's ball 4 outside.
Bases are loaded now.
Bases are loaded for Logan Davis, who walked and struck out today.
Here comes DeSaunier now. He's coming out to the mound. You think he's out there to yank him, or you think he's out there just to kind of settle him down to, hey, let's go. Let's get this last guy out, and let's try to get these 5 runs back.
I think he's going to yank him.
Yeah, okay. I think he's just going to slow him down. That's my opinion. I think he's going to give him one more batter. Let's see.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's yanking him. You're right. I thought he looked to the ump and said something about moving players because the ump also took his lineup card out.
Yeah.
He's letting DeSaunier know he has
different ways. 2 more mound visits.
He said 2 and then he said 3. So I'm not sure which. 2 or 3.
You had 5, right?
2 times 3 is 6. All right.
So if Davis gets on, I'm sure that will be Jax's last batter. Boy, he's got a big hole in left center.
He's going to go from the wind, Jax. Delivers strike on the inside corner. They're squeezing it, and he gets it down. They score the run, and looks like he came off the bag.
2 runs are in.
2 runs scored. 2 runs scored as all the way around from second base comes Jake Guthrie. So that puts 7 on the board for the Wolverines. Nice bunt by Davis, getting it down on the squeeze. And then Jax just did not step and throw that ball over to first base. He kind of looped it up there, and it drew Fabiano off the bag.
You knew darn well that Coach Billy Kane was looking to do that squeeze play today. He's tried to do it in the first inning. That it ended up being a foul ball?
Yes.
Yeah, and I told you he likes those plays to make things happen, and I think when they work, they're really contagious, and you get pumped up. And I think these kids right here, they're a good they're a good example of riding the wave. When they get going, the energy, the positive energy.
First pitch to Davis was a ball. There you go. You got Logan Davis trying to get into a rundown so they can score another run, and they do. The run scores before he gets tagged out, so that'll be another run as coming in from third base is Sam Gilgenbach. So that'll put an 8 spot up on the board for Griswold as we head into the bottom of the 5th. They're up 8-0 over Killingly, and you're listening to High School Baseball on SNSN.
So what have you been doing since you haven't been calling too much sports? What's up with you lately?
We are in the throes of deciding where to send Connor to college.
Really? Does he know where you want?
That has taken our life for the last 8 or 9 months. No lie. Like college visits.
You've done some. Yeah, I know you've done some visits.
6.
Wow.
So
what is he like? I mean, what is he looking for?
He wants to be a forensic scientist. CSI guy.
Nice.
In the lab. That's what he wants to do. And he's known that since 6th grade, and he hasn't wavered.
Wow.
So we're hoping it's a real deal. And the pros and cons of that is that there are schools now that offer that degree specifically, but there aren't many of them.
Got it.
So, while it narrows your options down, don't have a whole lot of options, it also narrows your options down. So I think we've narrowed it down to 2 schools, and we're going to have the conversation this weekend and make a decision because we got to make a decision before May 1st. That's one of the deadlines you have to hit because if you want your money back, if you put deposits down anywhere else, you got to get it back by May 1st.
Does that say 8 or 9 out there?
It says 8. Looks like the bulb's out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely 8. It's not 9.
All right, bottom of the 5th. We are live here at Owen Bell Park. The Griswold Wolverines looking for their 2nd win in a row here against Killingly.
All right.
7-0 to score, Kev. Back to you.
Back to the top of the lineup here for Killingly. Ben Jack steps in. Fouls the ball. First pitch off to the right. He got reached on an error in the first inning. and then grounded out to and a fielder's choice, 4-6 in his second plate appearance. So that's ball 1-1 here.
Those are the first runs that were scored since the first inning.
Strike 2 here on Jacks. Garvin. Right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He winds and delivers. That's a ball outside.
I think he just overthrew that ball.
Jack's choking up on the bat here with 2 strikes. That's a fly ball center field.
Right at him.
Center fielder fading to his left a little bit, is under it and makes the catch.
Yeah, Smith didn't have to move at all, hardly. Maybe to his right a little bit. I think it was the wind that took that. Otherwise, it was right at him.
And that brings up Brady to Zadora. Zadora flew out to right in his first at bat, flew out to center in his second at bat. There's a strike on the first pitch. No balls. 1 strike here on Zadora. Grounds it to first base. Scooped up there and taking it himself is Sam Gilgenbach for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th.
This kid hit one on the dinger earlier. One of the more solid base hits I've seen all year.
Singled in his first at bat, and then popped out to Garvin in his second at bat. Lined up the
Another
middle.
one.
Lined up the middle for a second base hit of the day. Generally, the number 3 hitter in your lineup is your best all-around hitter. So he's 2 for 3 on the day. Andreas Lopez is going to step in here. Lopez walked in his first at bat and his second at bat, so he's 0 for 0. Garvin checks on Goodwin. He dives back safely. There's a swing and a foul ball off to the left. So it'll be strike 1 here on Lopez. It's a fly ball to center field. Smith going a little bit to his right, and he has it, and that'll do it. It's the bottom of the 5th. Killian leaves a runner on after a single by Goodwin. Lopez flies out to center field to end the inning, and it's 8-0 as we head to the top of the 6th here at Owen Bell Park in Killingly. Griswold with the lead. And you listen to High School Baseball on SNSN. As we head to the top of the 6th here, Griswold with an 8-0 lead on Killingly. Corey Smith standing in. That's a ball low. 3 balls, no strikes here on Smith. That's strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike here on Smith. He walked in the first, struck out in the third. Jax delivers. Ball low. So he'll work another walk here in the top of the 6th. Now to bring the top of the lineup back up, Cade Rubino. Today he's been hit by a pitch, popped to the first baseman, and walked. So he's 0 for 1 on the day. Smith goes from first. Zador throws it down. Ball's low throw is scooped out by the shortstop. Smith is safe. Stolen base for Corey Smith. One ball, no strike delivery here from Jax as he sets and checks the runner. Delivers. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Rubino. Jax turns and tries to pick off Smith at second. May have hit him. Looked like it may have hit him. Shortstop had come over, but I don't think he was able to get in front of the runner. Kubera just a little late getting over there. Jack sets and delivers. It's a ball low and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Rubino. Jax delivers. So line drive to right field coming in and making the catch. Nice catch out there in right field by Lincoln Waterman. That'll be the first out here in the top of the 6th. And that'll bring up Colin Mitchell. He's 2 for 4 on the day. Jack trying to pick off Smith again. Again, Smith back in safely. Mitchell has doubled, drove in a run in the first inning, singled in the second inning, grounded out to third, and then struck out in his last at bat. He was looking for time there, but the ump did not grant it, and the breaking pitch from Jax is a ball outside. Top of the 6th, 8-0 here. Griswold with a lead over Killingly. 1 out, runner on second base. 1 ball, no strikes on the batter. Jax tries again, almost throws it away. Threw it behind Smith, but Kubera was able to get his glove on it. Jax comes to a set. He delivers. Smith's going to third. Swing and a miss. The door throw down. Not even close. Smith safe easily in the third base. So another stolen base by Smith.
Is that 2 for him?
That is 2.
So 2 for him, 2 for Garvin. They've got 4 stolen bases on the day. I don't think there's anybody else. I know Cade Rubino tried to steal. Then it was a foul ball. Need to go back.
That's a ball low. So it'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike on Colin Mitchell.
I can't understand your notes. I just took a brief look over them. Like, what do you have over? It looks like hieroglyphics.
I'm making a scorebook of my own because we don't have one today.
It's like hieroglyphics are crying out loud.
There's a breaky pitch on the outside for strike 2. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So it seems like Jax has settled down a little bit. Maybe had a little conversation with coaches in between innings. Got him.
There's another breaky pitch for strike 3 swinging. And Mitchell goes down for the second time in a row on strikes.
I think what he did there, what Jax did there, is he really kind of mixed speeds up pretty good with that at bat. In that one, he just kind of pulled a string a little bit. That was probably the slowest pitch he threw that entire at bat. Well, he gave that pitch away though. I think the ball released before he even came follow through.
Drew Harden, first pitch to him is a ball outside, and he's been hit by a pitch, grounded into double play, and grounded to short. It's a foul ball off the plate, bounces to the right.
I don't see
side foul territory.
I don't see any kind of squeeze play here. Not when you're up 8-0, and you don't want to take the bat out of Drew Harden's hand if you don't have to.
I think if you tried to squeeze up 8-0, the other team would not.
Plus,
appreciate that.
It's also 2 outs, and he's not the speediest guy in the world. I know I say that way too much, but he knows I say it. But he's probably one of the more disciplined players on the team, being just a sophomore and being named captain of the Griswold Wolverines. Just gives you an idea what his work ethic is like.
That was a nice block by Zadora there, because that easily could have been another run.
That's a little loop.
Ball to right center field. That's going to drop, and that'll drive in Smith. Harden takes the turn at first and stays there. So Smith's speed on the bases drives in another run for the Wolverines, and that makes it 9-0 here in the top of the 6th. So Harden gets on base with his first hit of the day. A single. Second time he's reached base. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. So he is 1 for 3 on the day. I think it's going to do it for Jax. His coach DeSalner's coming out.
Looks like Lucas Strain is going to go ahead and run for Mr. Harden.
Oh, boy. That is Lucas Strain.
Yep.
Let's see who Killingly's bringing in here to the mound.
You can leave that on there. I'm good with that. I don't care. Where's Dayville? He's not playing?
No.
I thought he was a baseball kid too.
No.
It's funny. A lot of these kids that I'm looking at here on the team, they don't play. They don't play softball. I mean baseball. I mean basketball. And I don't know of any football kids on here.
Looks like Lincoln Waterman's going to come in to pitch here for Killingly. His dad, Scott, and I coached against each other when we were in Little League. So we played against Lincoln and his brother. I had the catcher here for Killingly, Brady Zadora, on my team for a couple years. Also had Maddox Wedge, who plays on the football team. He's not playing today for the baseball team. I had him on my team for a couple years in Little League.
Yep.
The thing is, Mike, when you make it to this level at high school, it's funny because I always would have a conversation with the kids early on with any of my teams so that the parents could hear me.
Yeah.
And to level set their expectations is, when Killingly we had, I think at the time I was coaching 5 teams at the highest level with 12-ish players, so it's 60. I said, how many players are on a high school team? 12 to 15. So what's the percentage? It's low. So let's be realistic and let's let the kids have fun. We're gonna teach them how to play, but let them have fun. And it is nice to see that some of these kids I coached against are coached here. All right, Sean Garvin stepping in again. He has been hit by a pitch. He has walked and he has singled, so he's perfect on the day. He also has 2 stolen bases, as Mike said earlier. Umpire's looking for a couple of balls. Interesting that he's looking at Griswold for him and not Killingly. My best recollection is the home team normally supplied the baseballs.
That's what I thought too.
All right, here we go. Waterman is delivering to Garvin. First pitch is a ball low, and we are going on the bases. Nice throw by Zadora, and he
Got
gets
him.
He gets him. The throw was high, but the tag was snapped down by Kubera. So Zadora throws out.
And Lucas did not like the call.
No, Lucas Strain trying to steal second. So Strain's out trying to steal second. And that'll do it for the Wolverines in the top of the 6th, but they do put another run on the board to make it 9-0 over Killingly as we head to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to High School Baseball on SNSN.
All right, here we go. Going to the bottom of the 6th. 9-0 Wolverines. Kevin, back to you.
Mason Frazier steps in for Killingly. Here's the first pitch from Garvin. Foul back to the screen. That'll be strike 1. Frazier struck out looking in his first at bat and struck out swinging in his second at bat. There's a ground ball to second base. Rubino has it. Flips it over to first for the out. So Frazier's out 4-3 for the first out here at the bottom of the 6th, where the Wolverines lead 9-0 over Killingly. Lincoln Waterman up. Waterman grounded out to second base in his first at bat and flew out to left field in the second. He lines one up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for Lincoln Waterman.
The hits have been far and few between for the Killingly baseball team. I think Goodwin's the only one with multiple hits, right? He's got 2.
Goodwin singled in his first at bat, and in his last at bat, singled again. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was the 4th hit for them today.
And 2 by Goodwin.
2 by Goodwin. That's a ball inside.
So Garvin's been rather economical.
Fabiano took ball 1, takes ball 2. So he's up in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Garvin working into the 6th inning here. 5 1/3, shutout ball. That's a ground ball in between third and short, and that'll get through.
Finds the hole.
So now we have runners on first and second with one out here for Killingly. This is the first time they've had a runner in scoring position since the first inning.
Killingly's got some work to do. They're down by 9.
Stranger things have happened.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Laro steps in, and Laro on the day is 0 for 1. He's struck out and walked.
There's a base hit.
He grounds the ball between short and third.
And they're not going to risk it. They're going to go ahead and keep the runner at third. Now they get the bases loaded. And again, this is the last time they did that was the first inning.
3 hits in a row here, stringing them together.
Yeah.
For Killingly.
That's what, 6 hits now? And here comes Billy Kane. I'm going to talk to him real quick. If I'm not mistaken, this is the I think this is the deepest Shawnee's gone in a game this year. I'm wondering if they give the ball to Duthree. I mean, they have some arms out there.
Do they have somebody that kind of comes in and closes games out? Is that a role that they have, or they just kind of
that I've seen?
Whoever's a fresh arm.
Yeah, it's kind of by committee.
All right, Garvin from the line with the bases loaded here. Top of the 6th, 1 out. There's a ground ball to second base. Flip to second is 1 on to first. He got him.
Double play.
Calling that a double play. And I don't know if that was a wise choice there by Kubera to slide head first in the first base. That does slow you down because the moment you leave your feet, your momentum stops.
But they do get a run. They get on the board.
That does not count.
It does not count.
On a double play to end the inning, that does not count. So 4-6-3 ends the inning. And that will do it for Killingly in the bottom of the 6th. They had a threat with the bases loaded and 1 out, but they couldn't play to run. So it's 9-0 as we head to the top of the 7th. Griswold up on Killingly. Listen to high school baseball on SNSN.
See, that was pretty much the same thing that happened in the first. They got the bases loaded and just couldn't get a run across. It's been a tough day for the Killingly baseball team. I'm telling you, they're still riding that wave. They're still riding that wave from the Grasso Tech game.
I do not know this song, Mike. Do you know this song?
I have no idea what Matt DeZonier's playing over there. I have no idea.
Sounds like one of those old, like 1920 suffrage songs.
I have no idea what he's playing over there right now. Could be like 9 Inch Nails, or something.
All right, to lead off the top of the 7th, it's going to be Sean Garvin. Sean is coming back up. He was up at the top of the 6th. Lucas Strain was thrown out by Zadora at second base, so he steps back here at the top of the 7th. He is 1 for 1 on the day. Hit by a pitch, single, and a walk. He's got 2 stolen bases as well. And he's pitched 6 innings of shutout baseball.
So I believe the next game we have.
Doing a Saturday game next week, right?
Yeah. That is going to be against Wyndham.
That's a ball outside. First pitch from Waterman.
Killingly comes in May 13th. Get your tickets now.
One 1-0 pitch is high for ball 2. Waterman came on in the last inning to relieve Jax. This is strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Garvin. And Jax had to relieve the starting pitcher, Monzi, in the first inning with 2 outs. It's strike 2.
You take away the first inning, this is a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah. 4-0.
4-0, yeah.
4-0. Still a closer game. That's a foul ball off the 2-2 count. That'll keep Garvin alive. And there's a breaking pitch down in the dirt that'll move the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, no, 2-2. I thought that was ball 3. There's a ground ball down the third baseline, foul by about 2 feet. So to keep the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Garvin did score a run in that first inning after being hit by a pitch. There's an off-speed pitch for a swing and a miss. And Garvin goes down swinging. The first out here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring up Calvin Odo. He is taking
a few times
the baseball hat trick, Mike, which is not what you want. It's not as good as the hockey hat trick. That's a ball high. Odo struck out in the first, struck out in the third, and struck out in the 5th.
Griswold's next game is tomorrow as they go to Westbrook.
Westbrook, huh?
Yeah. Play on field number 7, which is a field hockey field as well.
That's weird.
That one just sailed away.
Ball high, right off the tip of Zadora's glove. Zadora came out of his crouch, couldn't get that one. So 2 balls, 1 strike here on Odo.
Then their next game will be not till next Thursday, where they take on Stonington, and then St. Bernard's on next Saturday.
That's a ball inside.
So they have almost a full week off.
Brings the count to 3-1.
After today and tomorrow, they got 5 days off as far as games are concerned.
So tomorrow must be a makeup game, huh? That's ball 4.
Westbrook.
So Odo walks because on their schedule, that's not on the schedule.
What? This one right here?
Westbrook.
Maybe it's an extra.
I'm looking at the right schedule. Oh, no, I'm looking at Killing's schedule. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I'm saying they haven't had any rained out yet.
Yeah, so Westbrook tomorrow, Stonington Thursday, St. Bernard next Saturday. That's the next 3. So Odo takes the walk, 2-3 steps in. So 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Griswold 9, Killingley nothing. It's a fly ball. Sky high. Jack's going to his right, center field. He has it, puts it away for out number 2.
Very routine.
Number 11, Sam Gilgenbach.
Sam Gilgenbach stepping in. He was walked, flown out to left, and walked again. Scored a run in the last inning. That's a ball high. Duthrie had also scored a run in the last inning after being hit by a pitch.
Sammy 7, a rough year at the plate.
It's a fly ball to left center. Jack's coming over. He's got it. Puts it
a lot
away.
Of range. He covered a lot of ground there.
And that'll do it for Griswold in the top of the 7th. 9-0 here. Griswold with the lead. You listen to high school baseball on SNSN.
All right, we're back here at Owen Bell Park. Going to go to the bottom of the 7th. 9-0 Wolverines. Sean Garvin looking for his first complete game victory. And not only that, but a shutout. But Kevin, you just unearthed a little bit of a stat that kind of told the story today.
4 hit batsmen for Killingley pitching and 8 walks. So 12 free passes. Can't allow 12 free runners on and expect to win a ball game. That's a tough way to win.
Well, I mean, they got 5 runs in the first inning, 1 hit.
So the first pitch there to Jax. Back to the top of the lineup for Killingley is a ball. He pops it up to the right side. It's going out of play. So Jax on the day reached on an error in the first. Only running to reach third base for Killingley today. And then he was a fielder's choice in his second at bat. And he flew out to center field in his third at bat. So he's 0 for 3 on the day. Breaking pitch from Garvin's high. So count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. It's a ball outside. 3-1.
You know you're far away from your car when you can't really see it. And it's almost line of sight.
Oh, he got hit.
Yeah.
So Jax got hit.
I don't think we have to worry about a bench clearing brawl here.
No, that was not intentional in any way, shape, or form.
Not at all.
That is the first hit batsman, though, for Garvin today. And he's only given up 3 walks. There's a line drive to right center field. Smith coming on. He dives. No. Umpire's saying he didn't catch the ball, but I think they got it. Oh, no. They thought
he wasn't on the base. He wasn't on the base anyway.
Thought they were going to get him at second base, but Mitchell didn't have his foot on the bag. So Jax hustles into second base. So that's a base hit for Zadora. And that puts runners on first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the 7th. For Zadora, that was his first hit.
Billy Kane coming out to talk to the ump. But Colin Mitchell didn't seem to complain. And he was the one that actually took the throw.
Kane just coming out, keeping him honest, right?
Yeah.
Keep the umps honest, just asking him, what'd you see? That was a nice effort by Smith for sure. He had a good jump on that, good beat on it. It just died a little bit quicker than he had hoped. So Jax on second, Zadora on first. And that brings up Goodwin, who has 2 hits on the day for Killingley. 2 of their 7 now. That's a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Goodwin. As a fly ball to center field. Smith going back to his left. He gets it, makes the catch, and Jax tags and goes to third. So Goodwin flies out to center field for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Griswold up 9-0. 1 out here. Runners on first and third.
Here's Andreas Lopez. Let's see if he can clean up for the cleanup hitter. God, I'm really tacky as a color guy. I am.
Well, I think you can drop the color guy.
Yeah.
Just say I'm tacky.
Yeah, I'm tacky. That's it. Oh.
All right. Lopez has walked twice on the day. So he's reached base twice on the day. Got the count his way, 2-0 here. Runners on first and third. Zadora on first. Jax on third. Is a
they're going to end it with a 4-6, 3
to 3.
Got him.
No, he called him safe. The ball came out of his glove.
All right.
Came out of his glove.
We thought it was going to end with a 4-6-3 double play.
Not quite, and that does score a run.
Go Killingley on the board
For Killingley. So they're on the board 9-1 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Here goes the shutout, but still going to get the complete game so far, you would think. It's 2 down. With
2
a
down
runner
here
on
in the
first.
bottom of the 7th. We've got Frazier stepping in. Frazier grounded out to second his last time and struck out his first 2 times up. That's ball 2, 2-0. It's a ground ball to third, flip to second, and that'll do it.
That's the ball game.
That's the ball game. 9-1. The Wolverines are going to come away with a win here at Killingly. Mike, as we said, the story was that first inning, 5 runs, the Wolverines score. 3 hit batters, 3 walks, and a double. And they didn't look back from there. You put a crooked number up in the first inning, and that's always a good sign. And today, Killingly just, again, as I gave the stat earlier this inning, 4 hit batters, 8 walks, 12 free passes.
I mean, they what would they end up with 7 hits, but they couldn't really get any runs. I mean, they kind of, I mean, Sean Garvin really scattered those hits throughout the game. You know, and they were able to put something together and get a run here in the bottom of the 7th. But I'll tell you, Garvin pitched a heck of a ball game.
He did, absolutely. Complete game. Gave up 1 run.
Yep.
Gave up 7 hits. But like you said, he scattered them. The only time he was really in trouble was the last inning in the 6th.
Yeah.
He gave up 3 consecutive singles after Frazier grounded out to first. So you had the bases loaded with 1 out.
Right.
And Kinley still couldn't put a run across the board in that inning.
So I'm going to try to squeak over here. And we're going to talk to Matt for a minute. What was that song you were playing?
Man on the Moon?
No, not that one. Not the one before that. It sounded like
Red Right Hand? Peaky Blinders theme song?
Peaky Blinders.
There you go.
That's like a Netflix show, isn't it?
It is. You got it.
That's from Netflix. No, I mean, I'm thinking about it. We're both going, that sounds like something like a retro, like 9 Inch Nails song or something. Anyway, that's why I did this, because we were talking about it. All right, Kevin.
All right, and that'll do it. We did go down the schedule a little bit, but we can just remind you that we're right back at it. Well, we're not, but the Wolverines are tomorrow, and they're going to be in Westbrook. So on the road again, that game is at noon down in Westbrook at High School Field number 7. So if you're heading on down there, you go to the game, make sure you let Mike know.
Yeah, let me know what
He
happened.
can post the scores. Keep an update online for everybody who maybe can't make it down.
No, Billy Kane is very good at keeping in touch, and I appreciate that. Tomorrow is Earth Day.
Tomorrow is Earth Day.
There's a bunch of things going on. A lot of towns doing Earth Day cleanups. I know Griswold is having some folks, some volunteers with trucks and pull trailers that are going to be able to go around to houses. You have to call the senior center to schedule. I don't know if they may be full by now, but if you have large bulky waste, I mean, they're not picking up garbage, just regular household garbage. They are picking up large bulky waste. So that is tomorrow. Plus there'll be events, with town cleanup tomorrow. And it's also National Drug Take Back Day. Tomorrow is a national day. I mean, it's held all over the country. It's the DEA Drug Take Back Day tomorrow, where basically if you have any unused or unwanted or expired medications, you can bring them to a spot predetermined. Ours will be a town hall in Griswold, where they will be properly accepted and properly disposed of and destroyed. Connecticut State Police will be down there to make sure everything is cool, as well as Griswold Pride, Miranda Mahoney. I think Matt's mission will probably be down there as well. So little bit of events for tomorrow. Kev, finally, we got to do a game together. Thanks, man.
We did, and I'll be back, or I think we'll be back. Our next game on air is next Saturday, right?
Yeah,
St. Bernard. So that'll be an interesting contest
at Griswold.
So nice win today for the Wolverines, 9-1. As we wrap it up, for Mike Minarski, I'm Kevin Thompson, and you've been listening to High School Baseball on SNSN.